Is 500K enough for me to start content creation plus phone ring lights?
Yes, it should
Maybe
be.
a very small mic.
Yes. Let's say your phone will take like 250, and then mic should be about 15K or so. Like you said, we're a beginner. Let's see what you can do with the little that you have first. I would say that if you'd have a good phone, that should
What's
be
your
a
definition of
problem.
good phone? Starting from iPhone, what?
Maybe
Because
iPhone
we
XR.
looking to some XR.
Yeah, XR is actually a good camera.
Okay. They always say that XR.
Yes, honestly.
Okay. Sorry.
I started with 64 gigs, so anybody
64
can.
gigs.
I think that using maybe a lower storage would give you morale. I mean, to me, it gave me
push
courage
things
to
out.
push things out there. I mean, you don't want it
If
to
you
all
go,
perfect
if
in
you go
the
to the
beginning.
market and carrying 500 cam is not enough, please come and drag me.
Yes, please come and drag.
Hi guys. I'm so happy to be here again. Thank you so much for supporting Conversations with Ayeni Princess. And today I have a very lovely guest with me, a content creator, and we're going to be looking at everything regarding content creation, the behind the scenes, what exactly happens behind the scene. Is content creation even a real job? So you're going to find out more about that in today's episode. So stick with me. Hi Naomi.
Hi, Princess.
It's so good to have you here.
So good to see you too. Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
You're welcome. I'm off to yes.
Yeah. I know I promise you that it's not going to be anything formal. We're just going to have a chat, right? And I've been meaning to ask you questions regarding content creation because I know that you're a content creator. I mean, I see what you do out there on YouTube and Instagram, and I've also been opportuned and privileged to be amongst other content creators, and I see the amount of work you guys put in, into what you do. And whenever I go outside and people say, and those content creators, are they not Gen Zs? Is it not just to snap and post? I'm like, no, I've seen these content creators. I know what they do. And I know that it takes more than what you guys really say. So I said, I am going to bring a content creator to the show to come and tell us about everything you guys go through. So I'm so happy that you agreed to come on the podcast. Thank you. So for those who don't know you, Naomi, I want you to formally introduce yourself. Give us your full name and what you do and how you got into content creation.
Okay, so hi guys. My name is Naomi Umukoro, and I'm a content creator, a subtle event content creator. And I majorly what I do is that I create memories for various events. And what I do is I make sure that at every given time I'm capturing everything that happens at that event, and then I send it to my clients so that they have themselves, they have like a memory of all that happened. Because most of times when people reach out to us, me basically my own nature of content creation is that they want to have like the whole experience. They are present there, but afterwards they want to have like a memory for themselves. So yeah, I just make that happen for them. Keep the memories for them.
So you capture memories.
Yes.
Okay, so do you just do social events, or do you do other events like corporate weddings?
Yeah, corporate event, any event at all, webinars, graduation parties, anything at all. As long as it's an event, I'll be there.
So anything that involves capturing and keeping memories alive, you will surely be there to
Yes,
document.
definitely.
Okay, that sounds cool. So let me, how did you get into content creation?
Okay, so for me, right from when I was in school, I like to, even before I start creating memories for people, I like to create memories for myself. So everywhere I go, when I'm at home, when I'm at work, anywhere, because for instance, now we're like 7 in my family, so there's always chaos at opening, joy and all that. So I always want to like capture those things for them and taking it to school. So when I attend lectures, I just do my thing, record it, and I started posting because then I was using like maybe like an iPhone 6 or something, and then there was not enough space on my phone, and I'm like, oh, but I can't stop making memories, so I need to just do something about it. And from there, I started posting, and I think I moved to YouTube because I wanted like a large audience, not a large audience basically, but something that a page that can accumulate like a longer than like a lengthy video inside. So I just compile them together and post on YouTube. So I started content creation as it was just fun to me because I love it, so I just started doing it. So that was it for me.
That sounds like fun, really. So can you walk us through a typical day in your life as a content creator. So let's assume there's an event. Okay, so I think I have two questions now.
All right.
A typical day, right, in your life as a content creator, and then secondly, which would be like 1B, would be when a post goes up, let's say a video or an image, what amount of effort goes into that? You know, what we see is just come with me. I used to say that thing, like come with me to the market, come with me to this event. I want you to walk us through like the amount of effort and what that goes into that.
Okay. So I think I'll start with how I started content creation rather. So for me, the first person that reached out to me to create content for was like my cousin. She was like, "Oh Naomi, I've seen with you listening. Just let's work something together. We're having a party. Come and like shoot it for me." As at that point, I'm like, I don't understand what you're trying to say. What do you mean I come and talk? Then I realized that okay, she's going to pay me for this thing. So I had to sit back by myself that okay, what would be the cost? Where do I start from? How do I go about this thing? So it was at that point I knew that this thing isn't just about me going get to create content for people. I have to have like a strategy on how I'm going to do it. How I'm going to do all of that. So from there, I decided to just go and learn like just a little bit about it, so that I mean I'm professional, like a little, so that I can do that. So I think the first thing that goes into it is knowing the kind of events that I'm going into. Most of the times I ask them for what is like the other program going to be like, or whatever it is that you're doing, so that I have an idea of the kind of content that I'll probably get from your event. And then another thing that I used to do is that after asking the customer all that it is, I would go back and try to create like a script that I can pitch to her that okay, when I come, you can just do this, you can say that. So most of the times they give me like 18, for instance now, for my cousin, it was like a graduation ceremony. So there'll be like different students graduating. So I need to make sure that, oh, it's a school, right? I need to know that some of them are learning like catering, fashion, and so that like there are different stages, different levels for that particular graduation party. So I need to sit down and okay, how do I make sure that everyone that is graduating have like if is getting like an experience from the old video that is going to come out. And majority of the time it can be just like a 1 minute video, and that means that I need to break down okay, for the first 30 seconds I have like a short word from people that
Do you mean a mini video for the entire
for the entire event. Most of the time, most of them just want like just a short thing, and some of them would want more. Most of the time, I try to give them more than what they request for, because I know that I mean I can't just, it's not easy for me to, I mean I'll say that okay, it's just not me, but at the back of my mind I know that I can just maybe do something extra so that every other person are seeing themselves in this video. So after taking our time to analyze how I'm going to make sure that everyone in that event is taking part in it, they're seeing themselves afterwards, I would also need to, I also need to take out time to write out list out the things that I'm going to do. Because most of the times when you get to an event, you can be crowded and they're not even following what they actually plan to do. So I need to take out time to say, okay, these are the list of things that list of things that I need to capture. This part of the event are very important to me. So every other thing I know that okay, maybe they don't really.
Okay, so you're saying that there could be a plan. Yeah. And when we getting on the event, there's something entirely different. So you even have to be spontaneous and flexible in your plan as a content creator.
Yes.
Wow. Yes. So there's a lot of scripting, planning that goes on behind the scenes before you even shoot the video.
Exactly.
That sounds cool and sounds like a lot of work at the same time.
It's a lot of work because some of them will say, "Oh, I'm sorry, the event didn't go as planned. We need to do this before this." I'm like, okay, well that was maybe we'll just find something around it. So at that point, most times, even as a creator, when you make plans on your own of how you want it to be, you can get there on the day of the event and then they are not even organized themselves. And at the end of the day, their own is just that bring something out for me. So it's you that will know how to be creative with whatever it is that you want to give to them.
And you must still deliver something.
Yeah, you must still deliver something. So I think that beyond being a creator, you need to have something needs to maybe inspire you that okay, maybe when I get there and then they are not doing something right, you would call maybe somebody that is not influential in the event, somebody that is also part of the event, and maybe record like a few millisecond video of them, like a few second video of them, so that would be like a catch, even if every other thing goes wrong.
Does not work.
So this particular one, I know that okay, I focused on this, and it will be like if the person that even invited you to that employed you, sorry, to give the content might not even be available. So I only just like deliver for me, just do your thing. So most of the times I try to make sure that I find someone around there and just speak them, do this thing for me. I think another part that they don't know that is stressful is that most people, when you go for event, most people they don't want to show in this content. So you have to beg them, please, because your one is to deliver. That's what you do. So do you want to do this? Some of them say you some continue. So you have to make sure that okay, you just find like look for significant thing that you can do at that event that would make this your customer happy. So from writing down a script that at the end of the day, maybe 70% of the time you might not end up using, as at that point you have to think of what else are you need to do. And after that, because there's a part where when you go for the event you take all the videos, record every angle. I think one thing that I struggle with as a content creator is the fact that it's just me. For now, sometimes I collaborate with my friend and then we go together, but situations whereby it's just like a mini sort of event, but at the same time, you still need to capture like different angles. I just do my best, try to take everything like I do. As at that point, I just know that my focus is at this event. Take whatever videos and pictures that I need to take. Then after that, you come back home, sit down, try to think, okay, how do I? Because like I said, some of them they would not go according to the other service and according to what they want for what their deliverables, what they want me to deliver to them. They want it to be step by step. So that means that most of the times you think that it's easy for us to just record the video and we follow whatever it is they have recorded. But no, you have to like I mean, sometimes people think they are going there to have fun, but we also have to be present to the event. Because you have to know that okay, this is what they did before now. How do I pitch this in? How do I add like this voice as a voiceover like to
So there must be a flow.
Yes, there must be a flow in content. So it's just a lot, honestly.
Okay, so what would you say in your own opinion is the stressful part? Is it actually going to cover the event or sitting back to edit and provide like maybe the highlights video real
It's definitely sitting down to edit it, because like I said, most of the times like a 1 minute video, I mean maximum probably like 2 minutes. So you want to make sure that you are editing and cutting every single thing that happened at that event. So you want to make sure that you're not missing out anything. So and when you are cutting, it means that you have to add like sound, like another sound to the video. And for instance, I said I shoot weddings and stuff. So for an Igbo wedding, looking for sound that will match. Plus, I'm cutting the video. It means that I can't just somebody cannot be shaking their body like this, and I'm adding oh holy holy like a slow song. So I have to sit down to make sure that okay, this is the right sound to be in this song. This is the right sound, and this is the perfect time for me to introduce maybe the bride. This is perfect time for me to maybe bring the bride family into like the videos. Like just try to impute every single person in the video, because when I would like it to know, especially for events, they are apart from the clients themselves, they are clients who maybe people that are around them ask the client that, oh, your content creator did not even include me in a video, or she. I'm like, I can't capture everybody. So majority of the time I try to pay attention to people that are around, like the particular many clients that reach out to me, that so that I mean, it just gives me joy that when they are seeing themselves, they are just encouraged. Yeah, she's doing a great job. She's doing a great job. She did like the right thing. So yeah, I'm always trying to just be focused. Editing is like the most stressful part, because adding the sound, cutting the videos, trying to find like the perfect ending for each video. Nah. So yeah.
So you say editing is the most difficult part. Would you rather somebody took the shots and then come to give you like, okay, we've done this, you edit?
No. I think I prefer doing the videos myself, honestly, because most of the times, I mean, they can take the videos if it's someone that is also a content creator. Of course, they'll take every angle, but because like what you say now, some people they already have videos and then they just want to send it to me to edit it. There's also like that part, and it's a struggle because there are some important intro, because for instance some of them will just start from, let's say a webinar for instance, to start from when the third speaker is already speaking, then downward. There's no beginning, there's no like before people even start coming to the event, like little intro that can start before you even introduce the entire video. So it's very difficult for you to just like send random videos to me to edit. So I prefer to, even though, I mean, that's why I said editing is the hardest part. So going there to record the video, it's actually very easy because I take what I need to edit my videos.
So as much as you say that editing is difficult, you still prefer
Yes.
editing your own videos.
Yes.
then?
Yourself.
Okay, cool. So people often say content creation is not a real job. I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah.
I've heard that multiple times. How does that remark makes you feel? Does it make you feel any type of way?
First of all, I think that a job is something that it requires a skill, and also it can pay your bills, and it's something that is strategic. Most importantly, it requires a skill for you to be able to do it, because every other job you must have like a particular skill that shows that you can undo this particular job. So because content creation for instance, you have to make sure that you know how to edit. And editing school, most people pay to learn how to edit. So you can't just say that I would take a course on editing, and then when I finish taking that course, I come out and then I'm just maybe making videos for you for free. It doesn't work like that.
Can't you?
I went
No, really. We have YouTube. I can go on YouTube, take crash course on maybe editing, and then start editing.
Yeah, you can do that. But okay, if you can do that, I mean, you can also just it's the videos.
So if I hear you correctly, you are saying that in your own opinion,
Yeah.
content creation is a real job because it still meets all the requirements that you need for a real job, because
Yes.
you need a skill.
Yeah.
And then it pays your bills. So of course it qualifies as a real job. Is that what
Yes, it
you're
does.
saying?
Yes.
Okay. I think I do agree that content creation is a real job. I mean, a lot of people are making money right now out of content creation, and honestly, I think. I mean, before I say what I think, let me ask you this question: do you think that content creators, they are respected in this? Let's just use Nigeria as an example. They are respected enough in Nigeria.
I would say that they are not respected to an extent because of people think that it's an easy job, and then there are a lot of us out there. Because now I think it's now that a lot of people are beginning to see that, oh, I think there is something in this, and most people just even do it for fun. Let's say TikTok for instance, there are a lot of creators on TikTok, like a lot of them. And then people see that, people just see it as it's basic, anybody can do it. But really when you start, because there's this content creator I follow on YouTube, Paula Shadi, and she would say that people say content creation is easy, but when you start, you realize that it's more than just what we even see out there. And people don't respect it because they feel like it's easy and they've not tried doing it before. So if you have tried doing it before, you know that these people are putting a lot of work to this step. And but now that maybe I've gone into the space of content, I feel that people that know like the values that we bring, right, they respect us very well, trust me. Because most of people that have worked, they'll be like, oh, you did a great job, I'm sorry that I stressed you, because they're happy about these things, they are seeing the values that they get. And beyond, okay, let's say me that I just shoot for social events, it makes them happy. But if you look at content creators, because they are different, some people are fashion content creators, brand content creators. I mean, like, there are a lot of niche to create.
Is that important to have a niche?
Yeah, actually, it's very important because it brings like the right audience to you, the exact people that it wants. Because a fashion brand will probably not reach out to me that she wants me to like maybe dress up in a clothes for her. Maybe she wants me to dress up or something. She would not reach out to me because she knows that on my page, all she's saying is like a wedding event. But for a fashion creator that you know that this person works with different brands, she wears like different clothes, you know that this is the person I'm reaching out to. So it's okay that you have a niche. The right audience will definitely reach out to you because that is what they are seeing on your page and this is what they want. So I think it's even very important that you have a niche, because if not, you yourself, you will just be confused.
For someone that just starting,
Do that thing.
do you think that it makes sense to quickly carve a niche for yourself, or when you start,
Okay.
very early in your journey. Just do everything. Then with time, as you go on, you can now have a niche. Or do you think from the very beginning, just focus on one thing?
So from the very beginning, okay, let me use myself for example. For example, all I did was maybe just create vlogs for myself as to like a lifestyle creator, create vlogs and post. But as at that point, I knew that because from vlogs, right, I attend events and stuff like that. So no matter how it, no, there's no way you want to do it in creating content. You'd always find something that is unique to you. You just realize that I'm only focusing on this thing. This is what I do. And along the line, you can actually change. Maybe you just say that, oh, I think I can go into, I think I can try this. So as a beginner, I think it's okay that you go through, I mean, just be open to everything. Be open to everything because you really don't know what you can do. Because I mean, I say that I was just a social event creator, but there was a time that iBrand reached out to me that they wanted me to. It's like a tech company. They want me to go through the app. So many people say that this thing is easy. If I'm going to pass knowledge about a particular thing or advertise a particular product, I need to actually study it because I need to know what I'm saying myself. I might not entirely make use of it, but regardless, I still need to make my research on how this thing works and how it does. So at that point, what I would have done was that, oh no, I'm just a social.
Yeah, but you took the
But I took it, and the only struggle that I had was that because of I'm always behind the camera, but at that point I needed to pull my face out there and speak, and I'm like, I don't think I can do this, but I took it. So that's why I'm saying that as a beginner, I just try to play around everything. Just try. I mean, most of the times I'll say that you don't even know what you can do unless you actually try it. Because once you start doing them, you see that at some point, oh, I'm already getting good at this things. I think I can do this. I think I can do that. But it's not compulsory for you to say that, oh, I must do everything. I don't think
So
it didn't help.
you find your niche earlier on.
Yeah,
It's all
just
good.
go
Okay.
with it.
Okay.
Start.
Okay, so I've been meaning to ask this question though. I see people say UGC creators, content creators. Are they two different people?
Okay, for UGC content creator, if I'm right, so they basically stick with they advertise products for people basically, and they're like, and also they're like freelance. They do anything and like I said, everything because any if a fashion brand comes to them that they want them to advertise the product, they can do it. If somebody that works with a tech company or somebody that builds like a maybe like a website for people, they can say, oh, I use this website to launch my fashion brand. Imagine that you are a fashion content creator. They will come to you, they'll bring their website to you as, okay, you can use this what's it called, you can use my website to register your maybe so you can use me to create a website for your fashion brand or something. So as a fashion content creator, if somebody is bringing if somebody that wants to advertise his website, tell somebody that, okay, I make websites for people, I create websites for people, you will not tell me to say that, oh, I won't just put it out there to people. I'll say that this is what's for most of the fashion brands that I've worked with, most of the brand, and they made use of, this is the person that created their website for them. So they will have their niche, but each and every time they'll find a way to relate it with whatever you just content creator, whatever it is that any client is bringing to them, they'll find a way to put it in their just trying to find a way to
If I understand you correctly,
yeah.
with the way you just explained, it seems like UGC creators are like the review based kind of creators.
Yes.
So we mostly like, okay, maybe try to like review product and then introduce that product to their own audience.
Yes, the audience.
So a normal content creator most times does not necessarily have to do that.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
You can just
okay, that makes.
a normal content creator will just tell you, go ahead and do this. But for each content creator, because of most of them, they have like they feel that they have like a personal brand like for themselves. Like this is what people should know me for. So if they want to introduce any other thing that is not around them, they'll make sure that they find a way to just bring it from this is what people know me for. I'll first bring that to them and say that, okay, it's because of
So
this
you
people
introduce
that able to do
gradually
it.
to your
Yes, you
audience.
gradually
Yes.
to the audience.
Okay. Thank you for that explanation. So, I think what I want to ask next is how much money do you spend, in content creation? Because I want to assume that people will buy stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe not like the typical cinematographers and videographers, but spend money on phones, lights, all those things, mics and all. Can you say that content creation is an expensive space to be in?
Okay. I think that in the beginning,
That's I'm sorry. That's if you are speaking to a beginner.
okay.
Yes, let's
okay.
look at it from that.
Okay, if I'm speaking to a beginner, I mean, before I started content creation, when I wanted to learn about it, the lady will always say, just start. Just start. Just start. Tell us how to do this thing. We are saying just start. How then do we start? But then when I started, I realized that I think you just need to start with what you have. As a beginner, your phone. If your phone doesn't have space, create space. So I think another thing that happened with content creation is that, like I said, I create content a lot on my own without posting them. So because of I needed to create more, I started posting. So if it's your phone that is the problem, start with what you have. And you know that whatever content is that I've created now, I need to make sure that I put this content out there. So that, because if there's no visibility, if people can see that you can do this deal, there's no way they are going to reach out to you. So you literally just need to start with what you have. And as you grow, I mean, you can use your personal fund. When I started, I used my money to get maybe tripod and the lights that I got. I used my money to get them myself, because and funny enough, it wasn't even because I wasn't thinking that I was going to maybe monetize it or anything.
I know what I want to ask you next. Can you give an estimate of, like, okay, let's say me, I walk up to you and say, Naomi, I want to, start content creation, right?
Okay.
I'm a beginner. How much do you think I should set aside to get started
Okay, I would say that
in 2026?
your phone, yeah, in 2026. I mean, I still got some stuff last year. It's not that far. So I would say that if you'd have a good phone, that should
What's
be
your
a
definition of
problem.
good phone? Starting from iPhone, what?
I think all I do is have
Be,
camera.
be honest, really.
Maybe
Because
iPhone
we
XR.
speaking to some XR.
Yeah, XR is actually a good camera.
XR can do something.
Yes,
Okay,
XR
so
can do something.
okay. They always say that XR.
Yes, honestly,
Okay.
XR is a very good camera.
Storage.
Trust me. I started with 64 gigs, so anybody can.
40.
I think that using maybe a lower storage would give you morale. I mean, to me, it gave
push
me
things
courage
out
to
there.
push things out there. Because sometimes people ask me that, guy, you attended this event today. How is it that content are out already? I know my struggles. I don't have space on my phone, so I know this only
So
got to be out there. It's gonna be like, so that's your XR 64 gig. Do whatever it is that you think that is important for you to do and put it out there. And that thing is that you might think that this thing is cringe. Oh, people say. I'm like, oh, people don't say it too. Let me just.
So do you need to get a ring light as a beginner, or you stick with natural lights? What's your advice?
So I think you should try using a natural light bulb, because trust me, the sun is actually, for iPhone users, we know that the sun is a very perfect lighting for us. I mean, sometimes.
So I feel like I'm giving a diplomatic answer. But anyways, I actually want you to put a figure to it, right?
Okay.
Give us an estimation.
Okay. Let's say, I think 50K should be enough.
50K.
Trust me.
Minus the phone.
Yeah, minus phone, of course.
No,
So I should have the phone.
Yes, now.
Everybody has it.
No.
Okay.
So assuming I'm just starting content creation, I just
Okay. Let's say, I mean, I really don't know the prices of phone now. So
is 500K enough for me to start content creation plus phone, ring lights,
yes, it should
maybe
be
a
enough.
very small mic.
Yes. Let's say your phone will take like 250, and then mic should be about 15K or so. I mean, you don't want it to all perfect
If you've got
in the beginning.
market and carrying 500K is not enough, please come and drag me.
Yes, please come and drag.
Come and drag me because
Yes.
I don't know which mic that you're buying 15K.
No, like you said, you're a beginner. And you've not started. I mean, you don't want to make all that investment and then
Alright.
let's see what you can do with the little that you have first before you just
Fair
you know
enough.
get like a million gig.
Fair
I'm like,
enough.
and you're then at the end of the day, I'm like, what's the sense of we buy this daily? Because trust me, even when you buy the ones that are of low quality, if you can make use of those ones, how do you want to try?
Okay, so start
with
with
just start with just see what you can do with this one,
and then you move from
yeah, then you move.
Okay, thank you, Naomi. So, I think I want to ask this question, right? Before we go. Do you feel confident, right, introducing yourself as a content creator, like in this age? Because I've heard a couple of people say, oh, when they introduce themselves as a content creator, there's always the need to say, but I'm also something, 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 something.
Yeah, I understand it because of I've been there too. When I say I'm a content creator, and they're like, okay, and what else do you do? I'm like, okay. So now I can boldly say that I'm a content creator because of I know the value that I'm getting from this thing, and to an extent, at some point, I think that there was a day that I got a gig, and then as at that time I was working like I had like a full-time job 9 to 5. It's remote, so I had like time to shuffle between creating content and actually working. And then the pay was like, I mean, the exact salary that I would get in a month.
It is
Like just the day job.
1 month salary.
So I'm like, what's there not to be bothered about? I'm a content creator. And whether you like it or not, a lot of brands are paying creators to do these things. So if you're saying that, oh, there's just you just try, like just see. And I think that it's just one. I think it was my cousin that just pushed me to this thing.
Shout out to your cousin.
It was it was after that the day. I'm funny how that it was my first, and then normally I would not undo like a social media page, but because of the whole graduation event was like a very beautiful one. I told them that they would not actually post this content the way I want to post it. So I just told that let me log into the account. And then we have like you can still carries, that's just so that you can check. You can so they have like only 500 followers, and over the night we're seeing like 50,000 followers. I'm like,
Wait.
and at that point,
You also, like, you're not just a content creator. Sometimes you are also a
sometimes
social
yes,
media manager.
yes,
Many
yes,
of the
yes.
case.
Yes, depending on the case. So, and I actually took this role because I felt that they will not do a great job in posting. Plus, I had a lot of content to put out there, and they only paid for like 3 videos. So I'm like, no, let me use this as an avenue. And that thing for beginners, I think what you can do is that most times collaborate with people, do some things. I mean, work for free to start.
What,
So
hey,
that's
work for free.
no. Like, no. I mean, as a beginner, it's just for you to
Work for
practice.
exposure.
Work for exposure.
Hey, okay. Oh.
Yes, now
not
sometimes you have to. No, as a beginner, just try it. Because if you
How
want to
many
learn.
exposure jobs will you take?
Okay, maybe like 2 to 3.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes, so that you know now, so that you have like a little experience, and then from there, because whether you like it or not, as a creating content as a beginner, people will ask that. Let's say I want to ask you to create content for me. What have you done so far? So they want to see what you have done.
So to
show proof, just let me just go for this content. Then let me attend this event, try to create content for me, post it on my page. So when they ask you, please, what have you done so far? Can we see your work? You just have something to show them. So you're not working for free entirely. I mean, you're just adding something for yourself too.
Proof of
Yeah.
work. Okay. So before we go,
All right.
what is the least amount that you charge for content creation?
Now,
Now,
I think the least amount will be 100K because most of the time the events are just like for like an hour.
so for
Oh,
1 hour
so-
you charge 100K.
Most time, funny how that sometimes it can be lesser because most times distance and offer, and you just like a webinar, you just want like a little detail of all that happened at the event.
And
It
is
so
that a
like
fixed amount or it can change?
Nah, it can change. Funny, it changes. I don't think. I mean, you have like your normal rate card, but you know the kind of people that are reaching out to you. For instance, I create content for weddings, and you would see that there are some people that they just want something small. It's not a big event. So since I'm the only one, I don't need to cover like a lot of things. But if it's a big event, that means that I'll probably need to. It can't be just me. I won't be able to cover it. I'll need to bring someone along with me. That means that the money will probably be triple the amount that I'll be calling for a customer. So for me, my rate card varies depending on what kind of event, and yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you so much, Nana.
Yeah.
I like calling her Nana, by the way, for coming on this show. Thank you. I really enjoyed having this conversation, and thank you for reminding me that content creation is a real job, and so much work and effort goes into what you guys do. So, Nana, how can people connect with you, find you, on socials?
Okay, you can follow Content with Nana on Instagram, and yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's not work stuff, but trust me, you'd enjoy my vlogs and
What's the
stuff.
name? What's the name on YouTube?
Yeah, growing with Naomi.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
You paid
Growing
bread.
with Naomi, Content with Nana. Just add it. So social media, you should follow.
All right. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in today, for joining us. Had such an amazing time, Lena, discussing content creation and the work that goes into it. Until we meet again, see you. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe, people, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this episode. Bye.